All right. I'll make a quick video on commodities, crypto, maybe some stocks. I'm seeing Bitcoin. This is weekly December Bitcoin futures. You can tell it's on a nice uptrend. It's got a pennant flag pattern. Seasonality still showing December 15th as a possible sweet spot until about April 5th. So I would expect some kind of news event maybe to come out in there. I mean, you can see the on the Williams indicator, the red line is definitely in the buy zone. That's your commercial money, your open interest going up. Now you are overbought compared to gold right here on this indicator. Your sentiment kind of middle of the road. It's not over bullish, over bearish. You do have his pinch punch on a weekly. When that gets above 40, that could indicate a trend reversal. So we may be getting close to some kind of short term pullback. I mean, we kind of got that the week before this week. You got a small pullback here on this week, but November 17th. But we'll just go through these pretty quick. Silver, you got pretty much a buy zone here on silver. The commercial is just a smudge below your buy zone. Your hedge fund money's coming up. Open interest look like it's bottomed out. That's your pink line right here. It's coming up. Now you are overbought on silver also. I'll show later it broke out of a weekly uh, trend line, possibly. Let's see. Their Dow Jones mini futures weekly. These are December futures. You still have heavy commercial buying. Hasn't come down hardly at all. You're overvalued compared to gold. Your open interest came up, trailed down, kind of flat now, but you can see the commercials are leading the buying on your red line here. So I think stocks are probably going to go up, at least Dow Jones, large cap stuff. Anyway, most likely your S&P will go up with your Dow Jones stuff here, but get the Christmas tree box out of the way. Seasonality, you're showing for it to go up till probably around December 10th, December 8th, the week of December 8th. Like I say, usually around December 10th, you get some kind of pullback. We got bonds. Bonds you got to sell off in bonds. Now you did get your rally. You had your commercial participation and buying right here. So this could be you may get a 6, 7 week, 8 week, 9 weeks of up action. Larry does say a lot of times you'll only get about a 4 week rally. 3 to 4 weeks is usually what he expects. Now, you did get a pinch punch right here. You got a trend reversal. This is above 60, maybe 65. I don't know. That's definitely a trend reversal signal. Worked really good on this candlestick. Um, it's not really a timing tool. It just tells you to look for some kind of trend reversal. Now, bonds actually show seasonality to go down until February 23rd, the week of that. But you got heavy public buying right now. So a lot of times you get too much of that. Their commercials and the hedge funds may bet the other way to steal the public's money. The dollar index looks like it's set to go down. And the public are selling on the dollar. Now the hedge funds they're accumulating the dollar. Let's see, crude oil. This kind of middle of the road. It looks like a rally point sometime around December 10th. Also, seasonality wise, it is oversold. It's definitely in the oversold zone. Um, your open interest is flat to mostly down. You had a pinch punch right here which indicated a trend reversal, timed it perfect, and it's been going down ever since. Now, it's close to 9 weeks of down action. So I would anticipate, after about 9 weeks, 10 weeks, you might get some kind of bounce here in the near future. Cattle, live cattle, these are December live cattle weekly futures. You still got the public and the commercial money heavily invested. The public is really heavily invested. You could dollar cost average on this whole time down. I think you're on week 8. If I go to my symbolic with the TD sequential, yeah, you're definitely on week number 8 of your downtrend. I would anticipate probably one more week of down action. As long as it holds the bottom of this cloud, it needs to hold this 171.18, I would say. If it can hold that, you've got good odds of a bounce or a trend reversal coming up pretty soon. I'm sure you're getting extremely oversold, oversold conditions. So good value. If you load this up, this will show your money flow. I'll have to reload it, but let's see. I got it saved. It brings up the last thing you saved when you save it, and the last time frame you saved it on. Yeah. So yeah, you can tell your money flow is pouring in on this. This is your big money coming in on this. You can see your will val indicator. You're extremely oversold. It's a decent time to be buying. I think, like I say, you can look at the cloud formation. It indicates you should rally coming out of this pretty soon. It may go sideways for 3 or 4 weeks, but it looks like, according to this, around Christmas, December 24th, you should get a rally possibly until April 7th. Now, I'm no expert on Ichimoku, cloud, whatever, but it doesn't always do what this says. But I could put the cycle. I could put Larry's cycle index on it, indicator, and show you what you need a daily on this. Need to look at a day chart. That's wheat. We don't want that. We need live cattle. Let's see. And then I call this a crystal ball indicator, but it's not good enough you can actually trade with, as far as I've noticed. It's a daily on live cattle, continuous contracts. Let's see what it's showing. It's showing maybe Monday, might get an up day, sideways, down till November 30th. And then you get a pretty good little up cycle till about December 13th, looks like. Now, here again, you got your cloud coming down daily, but the cycle is indicating a bottom November 30th, should go up till December 13th. We'll see if that works out. I don't know. Like I say, and then a lot of chop, sideways action. Mostly looks like it might top out. I don't know. I mean, January 5th, you get a little down cycle, but then it rallies right back. January 24th, it's probably seasonal. You're going to get a little down action, but, a little choppy. But with this kind of oversold condition, I mean, you're overdue for a bounce, I think. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, but that's why let's look at crude oil. So you had your 9 perfection right here. Let me zoom in on this so you can see it. Had your buy on a 9 perfection right here, daily. You did get a rally. You got a 4-day rally out of it. Not huge, but I don't know what percent that is, but sideways choppy. If you go to a weekly, ideally you need a weekly setup. You need a 9 count. I call it -9. 9 weeks of going down. I'd say somewhere around a 68.46, maybe 50 cents, 68.50. Somewhere in there. This low valley here could be, see, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that'd be the low right there, probably 66.98. Good a guess as any. And it looks like you should rally out somewhere around December 17th on crude oil. Silver looked really good uh, Friday. It looks to me like it broke out. I could draw a line on this, but give me a line on here. Let's see. It's a long-term trend line. All right. Yeah, this may make a liar out of me. Yeah, it's right above it. See this where the candlestick goes out to the right? That's indicating that you've broken out above that trend line and closed above it. So that's pretty strong. Now, if it would have sold off and closed just below it, I wouldn't have had near as much conviction behind it. But with it having that, um, I think that's probably about as good as you can get. Um, I went ahead and bought in after hours some SLV on the ETF on it. It's pretty much the same. It looked like it was a breakout. Also, I could put a line on this, I guess, too. But let's take a look at it. You got to get right on the top, and then oh man, what happened to my line, bro? Click the line. Maybe it'll work now. Yeah, it may not want to work. Come on, symbolic. All right, whatever. It's not gonna work. Maybe if I go off the thing, it should be the same. It's still not gonna do it. Come on. Just because I want it to, it ain't gonna do it. All right. Well, that's a great advertisement for symbolic. They're still in a beta test mode, I guess. So who knows? They're a pain in the butt till you get it working, but get everything lined out. Anyhow, if you draw a trend line up here and come across on your August 27th, should be about the same trend line. But so, and I like your weekly price action is above your will stop. That's a will trend up. That's not a will stop, but it's a will trend, I guess. I'll take that off. I actually prefer the will stop better, but there it is. Let's add that to the chart. See where it's at. Yeah, okay. I don't even see it on here. Is that it? I mean, he changed the color. It's the orange line, I guess. Oh, so it's way down here. Okay, yeah, it's above it on a weekly basis. If you go to daily, should be above it also. Yeah, it definitely is. Now you are on a 13, but that could still print out a 9 count like it did right here, in my opinion. I don't like this. Let me change that color. I like that cyan color, blue, some kind of blue. This kind of stands out. Here we go. Let's see. Trying to pull some stocks that I saw with buy signals. You come down here to Russell or Nasdaq. Let's go Nasdaq weekly buy signals. I noticed eBay had one. Let's go to weekly. Here's eBay. If you want to trade some, yeah, I don't see. It's not showing. It's making a liar out of me. It was there Friday, but let's see. Yeah, Cisco was there too, but maybe we need to refresh it. I don't know what it's doing here. Let me see what we got going here. Pull this back up. I'm about to reload it. There we go. Now we got it loaded. Yeah. All right. So Cisco's got a -9 by perfection. I like that. That's a good buy signal. I'm already in it, just for full disclosure. I'm not trying to pump my bags, none of that stuff. I'm just trying to help people out, give you some decent things to trade. None of this is financial advice. It's just educational purposes only. Um, but I've started testing this on stocks also. This buy signal right here, this buy setup perfection, and man, it prints money. I don't know why, but I mean, eBay's already up 3%. You can't retire on that, but that's a good start. I mean, I would anticipate at least to test the bottom of the cloud, 4408, at some point. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, probably could test it in a week. I mentioned THC, healthcare, Tenant Healthcare Corporation. I mentioned this about 3 weeks ago in a video. Had the buy perfection November 5th, the week of November 5th, set up. You scan for this on a Friday. That way you make sure you got a confirmed buy signal. You can buy in on a Friday at the end of the day if it's not a holiday. I like to buy the last 5 minutes of the day. And then now, if you notice what it did the very next week, went up 18.5% in 5 days. That's pretty impressive for a stock. Now, crypto is even better, but it's hard to find stuff. Right now, we don't have any weekly buy signals on crypto. You might find some buy signals on crypto on daily. You had Rev. I don't know. They're super high risk, but it's already on a 9 count selling off weekly from the high. I don't like to take those type. I mean, it is a flag pattern, but so you look at the daily. Wow, that worked good. I should have bought it. There's your buy perfection on the 24th. That was yesterday, I believe. Yep. Today it's up 22%. So, I mean, hedge funds would probably sell their mother's soul to make 22% in a day. you can't you can't beat that. But I mean, you could. But LRC, I traded this one, hit my target today. I took profit. Not a huge gain. I mean, I didn't buy the 9. I think I bought the day after the 9. So there's a 1.5. There's almost 3, 2%. So I don't know. It made 5% or so. Let's see if we can do a price range. Let's see if I can measure this thing. So if you bought, you're not going to buy the low. Say you bought right there and you got out where it's at right now, you're up 6.5% on that. That's not bad. I mean, 2 or 3 days, you made 6.5%. Now Mana, I think Mana probably moved good. It come off the 9. You're up 11% today. LTC, it moves good. It's not up a lot. It's up just slightly, but it did move off the 9 though. Off this buy perfection, you went up. I mean, you made nearly 4% there. You made 1%, 1%. Today's up another 1%. Peppy, it'll move. It's up 5% today. From the 9, you made 6.5 right here in one day. Arbitrum. Now these, you kind of missed the easy money. This one went up 6.5 first day. Went up 2. Cody, yeah, hit your 9 count. Next day 6.5, 3%, 5.5. And today you're up 2.5%. So, and who knows, these could keep going. I mean, Rev could definitely get another day out of it. Would I buy it right there? Probably not. I'd wait for a little pullback. I go to a 4-hour chart, 240 minutes. You're already on a 5 count. I'd let that 9 out, pull back. Probably try to dip by it. Maybe top of the cloud, maybe 0.013685. Not financial advice, but that's what I do. Throw a Fibonacci on it. I don't know. Let's see if I can get a Fibonacci on this thing. Let's see. How about right there? Does that work? Come down to there. What does that do? I probably did that backwards. Yeah, I think that's backwards. We need to go the other way. Give me a Fibonacci. Let's start over here. Let's go to the 1 bar. Drag that up to the high. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably look for at least a 0.5. Yeah, somewhere in here. I'd look for support. It's what Sheldon teaches. Yeah, maybe somewhere off of here or this center zone right in here, maybe. I don't know. Easy is just go off top of the cloud. If you put that Ichimoku candlestick setting on there, it simplifies everything. I mean, this could keep going up. So, it's hard to get a true Fibonacci off of it until it, completes your 9 count, and then you know for sure when it's topped out. Like this 9 count over here topped out perfect. You can't see it's off the screen, but right here, you got your 9 cell setup perfection. I was on a 4-hour basis, but man, that worked perfect. Came down for what, over 13, 15, 16 bars. Those are all 4-hour candlesticks. That's a pretty good sizable pullback. If you shorted this, I'd be hard to short it. You probably have to go to buy bid or I don't know if any other brokers would have that perpetual to bet against, but you could look for 1 bar price flip here. Let's see. What do you got? What do you got? You got dot. This is daily, but a lot of these, this is on a 4-hour. You've already, you're a little extended, so I don't know if I'd buy them right now. I'd wait for a pullback. Most everything's going to be. See, this is pullback. VRA looks interesting. I like it. Maybe around 0.007, 148, round up to 50, maybe. I don't know. Sand can move. It's on a 9 count. Let that pull back. Probably around 40 cents. LRC. It's on a 9. I'd let that pull back. I don't know, maybe around 21 cents. Pepe. That's just getting started on Pepe, actually. I mean, it might pull back on the next candle. Whatever 5 zeros 11.35 is. Phantom, it can move if it gets hot. It's on a 5 count on a 4-hour. Might play that short term. Get some kind of pullback. You got Pyre. It's been moving. Doing really good. A lot of these, I'd rather look at them on a daily, but I mean, if you've 9'd out, I mean, you're in a good flag pattern, though. I mean, this could just take off and make a new high. I mean, most likely. Engine, that one's a good one. Look like it's pretty strong. Some of these catch a pullback on that one to maybe 28 cents, 27, 28 cents. This high, it's a good gaming coin. Probably the same on it. I'd probably try to buy it around $1.40, somewhere around there. XTZ. Yeah, that's a good pennant flag. EOS. It's kind of boring most of the time. It can move. I mean, it's up 2% today, but Algo, that can move. It's up 5% today. I might snag it around 13, 14 cents, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what else. Algo, BNB. I stay away from BNB. That's my personal opinion. Mana's booming, up 11% today. I wouldn't pay that for it. I'd try to snag this maybe 43, 44 cents. Gala, let's see, Gala. Maybe I'd bid around 2.5 cents. YGG, it's moving. I'd try to get it around 36, 37 cents. Unibot, I'm in Unibot, full disclosure, but try to be transparent. That's bouncing off a 913. That looks pretty good. If you catch that anywhere on a 4 hour pullback, this thing can move. I mean, if it ever gets hot, if that narrative and that space ever gets to moving, it can dang sure make some money really quick. But your 240 selling off, so I don't know. It might test this 42.74. Probably be where I'd bid it. Matic's moving. Let's go to the daily. See if I can get reset to vault. I hate when it does that. You got to drag it over. And you got to drag it back. Come on, symbolic. Ooh, that's a nice 9 count coming down. Might be a really good, decent time to buy some Matic. If that thing gets hot, you could darn sure print some money with that. Coming off a 13 on the 4 hour. It's on a 3 count. That's about as good as you can get. It's pretty good odds on Matic. Look at the 1 hour. Break it down to the 1 hour. You're on a 6 count. A little late to the party, but I mean, it could run to a 9, pull back a little bit. As long as, if it could break out above this cloud formation, it's probably going to come back and retest the cloud around 77.5 cents. I'd see if you got strength, if it'll break out above it and then come back and retest that zone. I like trading those because that's, you just set in, you can just put in a standing bid at 77.5, and most time you're going to get filled. I mean, probably 90% of the time, but you got aluminum, you got ZIL. Yeah, that's a good flag pattern, but looks like it's breaking out above top of the flagpole here. If you can get above this 111.52, you really got some good momentum behind it. ZIL, it's decent. I mean, it's only up 1.5%, so you're not just blowing out of the water. Now, ApeCoin, ooh, nice. I'm in ApeCoin already. Ooh, that's a breakout above the pennant flag. Very nice, very nice. All right, my phone's blowing up. I didn't even start my timer. I got no idea how long I've been rambling on here. Let's see. 27 minutes. That's not bad. Getting up on the 30-minute mark. Let's finish them out here. UOS, very good, very good. Daily. I'm in that already. If you're not in it, I try to get that 19.1. Might go to 19.2. I might round it up. There's render. I think I'm in a render already. It's breaking out, possibly, not quite. I mean, it's above this 9. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. It's up 1.5. Injective. I'm trying to get injective. I don't know if I got my bid today or not. That looks pretty strong. If you can get above this $18 mark, you really got something on injective. EWT, AR. AR is decent. Near. Been waiting on near to wake up. If it'll clear this, you're going to have trouble around this $2 mark, probably. It needs to clear all this price action right here around this $2. If you can get above that, you got something. Vet's waking up 2%. It'll close above 0.02196. There again, you really need to close above the 2-cent mark. Your will stop is 0.022. Ideally, you want to get above that on a daily chart. If not, that's indicates you don't have enough strength to justify a breakout move. Ideally, you really need to clear this top of this pennant pole on VET 0.02282. That'd be where I'd throw in. But as far as commodities go, I like silver. I think it's set up about the best for next week. I guess we'll see. So anyway, we'll end it right there, shut it down, and catch y'all next week. Hey, be sure, hit the subscribe and a like button. Maybe share it with your friends and family. Try to get the word out. I'm trying to get this thing up and running here. If you don't mind, help a brother out, whenever you can.